Hi guys, it's naturopath Eric Bakker here from New Zealand. Thanks for tuning in. How to treat male yeast infection? That's a question I get asked quite regularly. How do I treat this problem that I've got? What do I do to overcome it? Many men that I speak with male yeast infection think that they can cure this problem with local treatment. That's what they do. They just put some cream on, or they take some pill and they're going to cure this condition. It doesn't really work like that. You need to look more at a holistic treatment program. If you have a look at my website, yeastinfection.org, or if you purchase my book, Candida Crusher, have a look at Chapter 7 and you'll see that it's a 5-stage process. If you put this program together properly and tackle it from 5 different areas, you're going to actually get rid of this thing. It could take 3 months, it could take 4 months, it could take 6 months, but you're going to wipe this thing out. And that's the aim. That's what you're trying to achieve. You're trying to get rid of this yeast infection. And you can achieve that by following my 5-stage program. So let's just talk about that 5-step program now. One of the most important of all of these 5 stages is eating the correct kind of food. There'll be a lot more videos you can read about the Candida Crusher 3-stage diet. But I'll give you a bit of a brief overview on what this diet is. So basically we start off taking junk out of people's diets and do what we call the big cleanup. All right, we remove all the crap. We take alcohol out. We take out all the junky foods, the soda drinks, the candy or the sweets, the pizzas, the takeaway food, a lot of the crappy foods that people eat. Lots of white bread, jams and spreads and things like that. We take a lot of sauces out of the tomato sauce with a lot of sugar in it. We've got to get rid of that. We get rid of a lot of the high sugar fruits out of the diet. We take out a lot of foods that contain lots of sugar, processed foods, for example, not a very good idea to have. And we're trying to really look for a diet which is high in good proteins, lean meats, eggs, plenty of vegetables, and also some yogurt. These are good foods to eat. Stage 2, we're going to look at immunity and stress in particular, and also what I call the metabolites of Candida. So it's very important for you to understand that poor immune function leads to a state where you're going to get certain hormones produced in a lesser amount. So your immune system is in fact powered a lot less than it should be. So unless it's powered up, you can't really get rid of this infection. Not many people focus on stress and poor immunity when it comes to eradication of Candida. They tend to look at killing Candida and getting rid of sugar and using antifungals, but they don't look at powering up the immune system. So a big focus of my work is for you to understand that stress and poor immune function will perpetuate the male yeast infection. So you need to get a handle on this. All right? Read some more of my articles on stress and you'll understand the connection. All right? The 3rd stage is cleansing and detox. So most people need to clean up their bodies, particularly if they've been drinking alcohol, lots of caffeine, poor foods, high stress. They need to clean up their liver and their kidneys and their digestive system. By having a clean body means you'll be able to, get rid of a lot of waste more quickly, and your body's immune system will work in a lot greater capacity as well. So cleansing and detox is a very important part, of the Candida program. That's the 3rd element. The 4th element, special foods, supplements, and particular dietary supplements, okay? You get food supplements, you got dietary supplements. So sort of foods, special foods you can look at are things like garlic, fresh garlic in the diet, and oregano. All right, these are oregano is one of my favorite herbs for Candida, but other herbs like thyme and basil and rosemary, these are also very good to use. Coconut oil is a special food. And of course there are certain dietary supplements that are going to really help you get on top of this condition. So take a look at my product called CanXida. CanXida.com is the website to look at if you want to get some of the best yeast infection eradication products anywhere available. You'll find those on CanXida.com. Right? The 5th one, last but not least, and probably the most important part, is looking at the lifestyle. Right? This of course includes stress, as part of the lifestyle, but you need to look at the kind of life you're leading, because it may actually help the Candida along if you're not getting enough sleep, if you've got poor sleeping patterns. All right, very important. How much time do you spend on the internet with your electronic devices? How many times do you check emails? All right. How are you in your relationships with people? How are you in your work environment? Yeah. So these are all important considerations. By looking at your own behaviours, the type of person that you are, and how this could be affecting your inability to recover from Candida. And again, very important element is lifestyle, and recovery, from poor lifestyles is paramount in your quest to get rid of a male yeast infection. So I want you to think about those 5 points I mentioned: diet, immunity, stress, cleansing and detox, special foods and dietary supplements, and lifestyle. Those are the 5 key elements on how you're going to get on top of your male yeast infection. Those particular topics you'll find in other videos. So thanks for tuning in.